welcome to New Med Insiders. My name is Muz. Do you mind introducing yourselves?
Of course. Hi, so we're three of the CTFs. I'm Seth.
I'm Lydia. And I'm Anna.
Where are you guys from exactly?
So do you want to go first? UK. Me and Anna are both from Worcester.
And I'm from just below London in a place called Surrey, if anyone's heard of it, probably not though.
Hey, that's good. How long have you known each other?
So we all went to university together actually. So we've known each other, I guess, for eight years. I guess, you know, when you're in a cohort of like 400 students, so we didn't know each other as well as I think we do now that we live together.
Of course.
8 years that we've known each other.
8 years, that's a long time.
It is,
When did you guys graduate?
2018?
Yeah, 2018.
We were 2013 to 2018.
Okay, that's good. So have you been teaching since 2018?
No, so we've done 2 years of working in various hospitals in the UK, and then been teaching since August.
Since August last year, that is.
Yeah.
So this is your first time teaching, basically.
Yeah, we've done like little bits of teaching, but this is our first like proper teaching job.
Okay, so how has the transition been from like being a student to now teaching staff?
It's been okay. So I think because the past 2 years we've had like little bits of teaching to do. Sorry.
I feel like we've done little bits of teaching here and there as doctors. So whenever you're a doctor, you get sort of 3rd and 5th years come to the ward and need teaching. So you get used to being a teacher. But I guess it's completely different being a full-time teacher now. There's so much more admin than I ever realized there was. People sending emails at like 1 a.m. Please stop doing that. It's just, it's completely different. And I think we thought it was going to be a year of sort of a rest from medicine, but it's almost as stressful, but just in a completely different way, which is kind of an interesting challenge to do. And I think we're all really glad that we've done it, and we're all really enjoying it.
Different, but it's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So which one do you prefer?
I think it's lovely being a teacher and getting to know students is a really lovely thing to do, but I think there is something about being a doctor and sort of seeing your impact every day on a patient and getting to know patients' families and, you know, seeing a patient get better at the end of their journey is just a really lovely thing as well.
The teamwork of like when you're a junior doctor on a ward and you get to like hang out with all your friends compared to here where we're doing a lot of our Zoom teaching like online, so we don't actually get to see the students.
I think it's kind of shown me that it'd be nice to have a bit of a blended career in the future, so like a bit of both, try and pick the best of both worlds. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I'm also looking forward to getting back to some clinical work in the coming years.
So wait, how long will you be teaching at NewMed, roughly?
So our contract ends in July of this year. I think a couple of us are toying with the idea of staying a little bit longer because the situation in the UK is so bad. We're not really sure what we'd be going back to. But technically our contract ends in July. So we'll be back to reality come August.
Oh, okay. So what are the challenges you faced in online teaching? You mentioned.
So I guess actually to start with, online teaching was quite good because we were stuck in the UK because of the kind of travel issues. So even though it meant some very early mornings and because of the time difference, it was good because we still met some students very early on. I guess maybe now some of the challenges are more, I guess we're all used to it. Internet quality is a bit of an issue sometimes. I'm sure everyone has the same problems.
Yeah, true.
And it's just so nice when everyone has their cameras on as students. So a bit of a campaign to put your cameras on. I guess, yeah, it's easier to teach people when you can see them. It's a bit more of a challenge when it's a sea of black screens. But
I think we just really want to get to know our students. We want to recognize your face when we see you in a cafe somewhere.
yeah.
So please do turn your cameras on, please.
Okay. Turn your cameras on, guys.
I hope you turn your camera on, Mez.
Oh, sometimes.
From now on, turn it on.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Doing it when it's a small group, but when it's like 15 people, everyone goes black. But it's still.
Oh.
It would be nice to see.
So,
faces.
have you met students on campus by any chance?
Bumped into like one or two,
Mm.
and then I went for a meal with my tutor group. But other than that, we haven't really seen.
No,
any
I'm doing my
students.
first face-to-face teaching on Monday. So
Okay.
to see people's faces and, you know, realize how tall they are and,
They're not.
you know, just like put like faces to names will be really nice.
Yeah, I think my first face-to-face is on Tuesday, and I'm very excited.
Okay, all the best for that.
Thanks.
So, how do you reach the middle ground between students and staff, since you've like very recently experienced both?
I think it's actually great that we have that middle ground because it means we get to like hang out with the staff, and they're all really lovely to us. It's nice, especially like Fiona, Michaela, Kim, like Julie. Great to have all people that like look out for us, but then at the same time we're closer in age to the students, so they're like get on with them too. Yeah, I think it's good.
And I think we all had, obviously we're Newcastle graduates, we had teaching fellows ourselves when we were at medical school, so we were really close to our teaching fellows. Like I went for dinner with mine regularly, I would go for drinks. So it's a shame that we can't have that same relationship with the students, but we want to, like we're always an ear that's listening, willing to listen. So it's just really nice to get to know people.
What about you, Anna?
Yeah, no, I agree with what these guys have said. It's nice. It feels a bit weird being kind of on the side of the teachers, but I think, yeah, because of that age and stage point, it's nice to also feel a bit close to the students, and we can actually remember what it was like to be a student quite recently. So hopefully we've got some good advice for people if they need it.
If you were not teaching, what would you be doing? Like, what else would you be doing?
I think if we weren't here for this year of teaching, we would all be still practicing medicine. So we'd all be in the UK still, probably having a really rubbish time at the moment. So I think we're all pretty chuffed that we're here. I don't think any of us were planning on going straight into training. We were all planning on having a bit of a break between our foundation years and our sort of core medical or core anaesthetics training. So I guess we would just have been doing ad hoc jobs here and there, getting some money to live.
Sounds so exciting.
I think we're definitely having the best time possible, you know, living in a tropical climate, having a tan.
Are you liking Malaysia?
I think we love it.
Yeah,
we love
it's
it.
great.
We wish we could see more of it. We wish there wasn't an MCO, but we got to see a fair bit of it before the MCO happened, so we can't complain.
How much have you seen of it?
We've been to Penang, and then we went to Langkawi as well for Christmas, which was great. So all of the CTFs, all 8 of us went to Langkawi for Christmas, which was fun.
Okay. And we
That's
just
nice.
got squeezed in a surf lesson before MCO. So
Yeah, in Desiree.
How was that?
It was good.
Yeah, it was good, but we're terrible.
Everyone starts somewhere. I don't know how to surf personally.
I think we need more practice.
It's all right. Okay. So what's one piece of advice that changed your perception towards medicine?
I think that's a really hard question to answer. I think the advice that my mum gives me every time I speak to her is that I can just quit if I'm not enjoying it, which sounds like terrible advice, but I think that's true. If you ever stop enjoying what you're doing, or you actually decide it isn't for you, there's no shame in not wanting to do it. And I think as long as you enjoy practicing medicine and you love medicine, then it's the right career for you. But if that ever changes, you see lots of doctors that decide to do something else with their life, and that's actually really great. Like, we've all taken a year out of medicine because we wanted to, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I think I would say that. I don't know if you guys have got anything else.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice. I guess thinking about other things people have told me, so a couple of more senior trainees than me have told me to like trust your gut a bit in clinical practice. So like if something doesn't feel right, it's probably because it's not quite right. So just trusting yourself enough to ask some more questions and push for a bit more of an answer, even if that involves having a slightly scary conversation with a reg or a consultant. It's worth it for you and the patient, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a really good piece.
What about Cecily?
I like their answers. Just having a great time at work. Just
yeah, I think
forget
work shouldn't be something that you force yourself to do.
Yeah.
You should always enjoy it,
and make sure you take time to go to the canteen and chat to your friends at lunch.
Yeah.
So trust your gut, have a great time at work. If you're not enjoying it, quit.
That's it.
Nice. So what about like what about you guys? What piece of advice would you like to give to your students or other new med students?
I think probably the best thing I ever learned when I was a foundation doctor, and I learned from one of my colleagues, was that you work as a team. So even though, you might have your own set of jobs, you're part of a wider team. And we always had a policy that you go home when the team is finished, not when you yourself are finished. And that was really great, because there were days when you stayed late helping out someone else and you were like, why am I doing this? I was finished hours ago. But then on those days where you're having the worst day of your life, the rest of your team is there with you. And I think that was a really important lesson that I learned. And I think med school sometimes feels a bit like a competition, like you're always competing to be the best. And actually, as soon as you graduate, you're part of a team and, work together as a team, support each other, because you are going to have terrible days where you think you want to quit and your mum might tell you to quit. But actually, if you're part of a team and you follow each other, you look after each other, it's great.
Please stay on our team. Yeah, and I think that kind of translates to med school as well, like work as a team in med school. So it might have been a bit nerdy, but I know in my house at uni, we all kind of would practice Moslas and we'd practice exams and like in a really friendly way work together. And actually it paid off, because in the real exams, you'd come across something, you'd be like, oh yeah, Meg told me about that once. I remember that. So like you can like use your peers. Like it's better to work together than be in competition.
And keep up your hobbies. Keep going running. Join our running club.
Yeah.
Mindful Joe. Strava.
Teamwork and keep up the hobbies.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. We do have a running club in NewMed, by the way. I don't know if you guys know.
Oh really? We would love
and
to
athletics. There's an athletics club.
Well, we've just started one at the harbour.
Yeah, so if anyone lives at Petrie Harbour and wants to join our running club,
okay.
It's on Strava.
Nice.
Send us the new med details and
We love competitions.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
You send us the new med details as well. Would be good.
Yeah, no problem. I will. Don't worry. What are your plans for the future?
So at the moment, I'm pretty sure I want to do emergency medicine. So that will involve going into training, so ACCS training. I also quite like global health stuff, so I'd quite like the idea of working eventually in like internationally or with NGOs and in humanitarian relief, but we'll see what happens.
I want to live by the seaside and do.
You live by the seaside now.
Okay, I want to live by the seaside in the UK.
Okay.
Like near Newcastle, and do pre-hospital medicine ideally, but if not, then anaesthetics.
And I just want to spend my time with little old ladies and hold their hands and pat them on the shoulder and be a geriatrician.
That's all right. To each his own. Those are three very. How do you guys live together? You seem very different.
Wow.
Opposites attract.
True. Okay, so during your fourth year elective, would you like to share some insight on what it was like?
Anna, do you want to go first? Because
Yeah, so I went to Tanzania. So I kind of worked.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was great. So I went to KCMC, which is in kind of the foothills of Kilimanjaro. So I could see Kilimanjaro from my window, which was quite cool. And I mainly did pediatrics there, and then did a bit of kind of bouncing around. So saw some general surgery, saw a bit of obs and gynae, and had a really great time actually. Very interesting, very different from kind of medicine in the UK. Different kind of issues, so kind of things like malaria, kind of more issues related to malnutrition and things like that, but equally some really fascinating kind of steps forwards in diabetes management and things. Also, their medical students work so hard. I was just like, my hat is off to these guys. They work really hard, and also just an amazing country to be in, and some really amazing things to see. So yeah, it was good.
Did you climb Kilimanjaro?
I didn't. So Kilimanjaro is the biggest mountain. I climbed the second biggest mountain, and a different one as well. But
Wait. The second biggest in Africa? No.
Yeah, I climbed Mount Meru, the second biggest in Tanzania.
Oh, in Tanzania. Okay. Why Tanzania, if I may ask?
So I had visited Ghana previously and really liked kind of the time that I'd spent there, and just wanted to explore somewhere else in sub-Saharan Africa. And I had some friends that wanted to go as well, and also that hospital in particular has some links to Newcastle. So there are some kind of Parkinson's dementia care research links. So it seemed like a nice way to go.
Nice. Can you guess where I'm from?
Are you from Tanzania by any chance?
No. Close.
No.
Close.
You were excited about it.
Close. I'm from Kenya. That's why.
Oh, cool. There you go. Well, I almost kayaked to Kenya once on my elective. We did the wrong side.
You should have.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. What about the rest of you?
Borneo. Yeah, we both went to Borneo. I went with some of my friends to Kuching and then Kota Kinabalu. And Lids went to Kuching and then Kuala Lumpur. So we were in Kuching together at the same time, which was amazing. There was lots of different people from different medical schools doing their elective in Kuching. So it was good.
It was really fun and social, and I think maybe we didn't do as much medicine as we should have done, but we had an amazing time and we saw so many things.
Learned how to scuba dive, climbed Mount Kinabalu, ate lots of layer cake.
Oh yeah, I love layer cake.
Yeah, it was so good.
And it's probably the reason that we then applied to come back for this job, was our experience on our elective. So it really did shape, I guess, our future.
Nice. That's good. So what expectations do you have for the remainder of the academic year?
Slightly depends on MCO.
Yeah. I think we'd like to go on holiday.
From our holiday.
We'd like to meet some students face to face.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. Also, I think it will be really interesting kind of coming into exam season as a teacher, and maybe like getting a little bit anxious on behalf of the students, trying to hope that we've taught you guys well enough that you do well. So
Do you have any exam tips for the students?
It's risky to sign and date everything.
Yeah.
Right clearly.
Write everything out in full.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Right
not
clearly. Okay. That's it. Just write clearly.
Yeah, write clearly, and before your muslers, take a deep breath. Don't come in stressed. Think about what you're going to say before you go into the station.
Use your few minutes.
Yeah,
before you go
use
in.
your prep time wisely. That's the most important time in the exam.
And wash your hands.
Always
Wash.
put your full PPE on.
Yeah.
Okay. So, why did you guys choose Newcastle University?
I think that is like the first question that was ever asked to me at my Newcastle interview.
Oh no.
Having flashbacks.
Like,
I hope I'm
"Why?"
not bringing back bad memories.
Well, I got it, so it's fine.
Newcastle's just an amazing place. Like, you can go out on a Friday night, have the best night ever. You wake up on Saturday morning, you do Parkrun and Jesmond Dean, and then you go to Northumbria and you go on a walk. Then you go to the beach in the evening. Like, it's just amazing.
Yeah,
You
but
just
anyone
can
that
get-
hasn't been to Newcastle, I hope that you all get to go at some point because it is an
Best city.
incredible city. Like none of us are from Newcastle, but I think we'd all say that like our home away from home is Newcastle. It's like an incredible city where there's so much you can do, and it's so close to the beach and to like the most incredible coastline in the UK.
And
that's
everyone's
my
like
favourite
very
place.
friendly.
Yeah, really
everyone's
friendly.
very friendly.
Okay,
And I guess
that's good.
we all had such a great time in Newcastle. Like that again is another reason why we wanted to come to Newcastle, Malaysia, because of all those great memories and all that kind of that nice kind of connection-y feeling of it, like
Yeah.
home.
Hanging out by the arches.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like home when we're at campus.
You guys didn't get to do the exchange when you were students, did you?
No, I don't think it
No.
exists.
No,
when
it
we-
came in after
Yeah.
I think after we graduated, maybe. Like, it definitely wasn't a thing because I would have been the first person.
Yeah.
I think it's an amazing thing that exists now, though. I think it's a shame that it isn't running at the moment, I don't think, because of COVID. But
No, it's not.
they get it running soon because it sounds like an amazing opportunity. And I bet the Newcastle students are probably more excited about coming to Malaysia. And a nice town.
Oh, they are the ones that came last year they had a lot of fun.
I bet.
So, okay, a slightly personal question. At this current point in time, what would you say is your greatest accomplishment?
We have really had to rack our brains for this.
Because I think the easy answer is to say, you know, graduating and doing well in medical school, but that's just a bit lame, isn't it? And you know, we'd hope we've got more achievements than that. Sess is an incredible runner. You are,
Yeah, you are.
and I would say that's probably your greatest achievement.
Thank you.
Does she run marathons? Do you run marathons?
Marathon,
I've run a few, yeah. In London.
Okay.
London.
and like you're definitely a fast runner,
Yeah.
and the rest of us can't run at all fast in this climate. It's
No.
far too humid.
But you're our inspiration. So we're trying to keep up.
Otherwise.
It's really hard.
That's it. Nothing else.
You've been in the newspaper.
Yeah, there's a photo of me in one of the
National.
English newspapers.
I hope it wasn't the tabloid.
It probably was
Worse.
a tabloid. The Daily Mail, which is a very trashy newspaper.
You were in the Daily Mail. No way.
It's a photo of me watching Andy Murray, who's an English tennis player.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
And
Oh.
it's me pretending to cry because I knew the camera was on me. So yeah, that's probably my greatest achievement. Anna?
I don't know.
Tanzania. Going to Tanzania.
Yeah, that was very fun. And we climbed. There was like there's an active volcano in Tanzania, and we climbed that. And
Ngorongoro, is it? That one.
yeah, near there. So Olodoilangai.
Okay. Yes, I know the one you're talking about.
So that was like 16 hours of solid walking.
Nice. That's something.
There we go.
Is that enough?
What does a perfect free day look like for you?
Like pre-COVID.
Well, yeah, pre-COVID,
Are we in Malaysia or are we in Newcastle?
wherever you want to be. It's the perfect day, the perfect free day.
We had a very
24 hours to do whatever you want.
in Langkawi, didn't we?
So in Langkawi we had a fun 24 hours. So one of the other CTFs, Louis, had a car and we drove around, went to lots of different waterfalls, had pancakes. What else did we do?
We had some really nice league men.
Yeah,
With tofu.
we probably had a nice glass of wine in the evening.
It was sunny. Oh, we watched the sunset
We
on
watched
the beach.
Yeah,
that
went
was
for a
really
nice
great.
swim. I think we all enjoy being outside.
Yeah.
So we enjoy like going for walks, you know, going swimming, and we enjoy good food and good drink as well. So a combination of all those things, I think, would be our perfect day.
Yeah, and some sunshine.
And it must be by the beach, right? I mean, all of you seem to like that.
Not fussy.
Beach or a waterfall?
We'll take either.
Can't
Beach
beat
or
it.
waterfall?
Mad cool.
Yeah.
Wait, did I hear mud pool?
That too, but just a normal pool. Any kind of water sport.
Okay, so there has to be a large water body somewhere.
Ideally.
That and,
you
and a bit of a walk to get to it, and we're
Yeah.
happy.
Maybe an ice
Nice.
cream van somewhere.
yeah. Nice.
Okay. Let's see, what have we got left? What research field have you been following regularly, if at all?
We're not like that into research, but we have been following the all the work that NewMed have been doing.
We're really into water research at the moment, so we've become a bit interested in that. They've got a new project at the moment about toilet water. So we're following. That's how NewMed makes its money. So we've been following that, and we're interested in medical education research as well.
We're doing our own mini research at the moment in medical education.
Yeah.
And virtual stuff.
Shout out to the final years who have helped out in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in general we're not the most research heavy doctors. But I think not every doctor is, and I think if you're a medical student that hasn't done any research, that's completely fine, because we haven't either, and you know, we're still doctors.
You can still do it.
Yeah. So, what made you interested in studying medicine?
This again, I'm having flashbacks to my interview.
Oh no.
It is just like an iconic job. Like, people tell you stuff that they wouldn't tell like anyone else, and you just can get to know someone really well in like a few hours of seeing them in A&E and make a difference to their life. Like, it is amazing.
And it's a job where you get to chat every day. Like, I absolutely love chatting. I love a gossip. Like, and it's a job where like every single day I get to chat to someone, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah, and I think you can also do stuff. You can like be practical, and the stuff you do day to day like makes a difference. Like, you can give someone a medication and you see them get better, or you can like take their pain away or try and fix their leg. And I think that's like, as a doing person, that's really satisfying.
It like incorporates communication skills and like physical skills, and like I don't think any other job does the same thing. Where like if you enjoy doing something, you can put a cannula into a patient, you know, you can do anything you want to a limit. And I think that's really fun. You get to see like a difference be made like that, and that's a really satisfying job at the end of the day.
Okay, final question. If COVID-19 didn't happen, how different would this year be for you?
I think we probably would have done a little bit more travelling. Like on the weekends, probably would have gone to like skiing in Japan or
Skiing in Japan.
Dream big, that's it.
Apparently it's the thing to do.
I think we would have done more travelling. We wouldn't have spent 2 weeks of our life locked in a hotel room in KL.
And we'd have been here in August rather than November.
But you know what? Everyone's life has been affected by COVID, so I don't think we can complain.
and our
too
lives
much.
are probably less affected than
many.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We have pretty amazing lives, so I think we're pretty grateful.
we're very lucky.
We're not lucky.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time
You're
to
welcome.
talk to talk to me.
No, it's been really fun.
yeah, thank you. Please